welcoming, heartwarming discussion on the power of celebrations in parenting, creating inclusive, enjoyable moments for every child. This conversation will explore how celebrations can strengthen family bonds and create lasting memories. Our moderator, Ms. Michelle Aventajado, the Executive Director of Best Buddies Philippines, a nonprofit organization dedicated to fostering one-on-one friendships and inclusive opportunities for people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. I believe, challenges lang, diba? And it's a good thank you, Ms. Michelle.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Joining her on the panel, we have three remarkable women. And can you give a round of applause for Michelle? Nakakapagmuha mo siya, very lively, very happy.
You guys are all awake this morning. They've had their coffee.
For sure. All right. The three remarkable women can be called Ms. M.K. Bertulfo, the founder and CEO of FHMOMS, a supportive community that empowers work-from-home moms across the Philippines. Ms. M.K. is Ms. Ronna Capili Bonifacio, the editor-in-chief of the Smart Parenting and well-respected voice in the parenting world. Morning, Ronna.
Morning!
Be ready for this. And, of course, Ms. Jaycelle Playda-Sahagun, also known as a SuperMoms ambassador, a lifestyle blogger and advocate for motherhood and family life.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone.
Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming our moderator and panelists to the stage for this inspiring discussion. Thank you so much, and I'll leave the ladies.
Thanks.
Hi, ladies. I'm so far from you.
I know. I don't know why they put me so far, but okay. Hello, how are you today? Good. Super excited.
Super excited. But I'm actually in with her coffee.
I know. I said the same thing. I was thinking I need a coffee then.
I'd like to ask muna in our audience, how many of you here are parang nagpag-plan for, let's say, their first birthday ng kids nila? Meron ba? For first birthday na. Ayan. Yung iba yata mas bigger na. So, usually yun talaga yung pinaghahandaan. That was that time na I know na kahit na walang celebrations, walang parties, I have to do this for my son. So what I did, we moved kasi from Taguig to Lipa. So wala kaming kilala, and then the subdivision that we're living in. Yes. So what I did, I rose
With a birthday celebration. I used to think it was just, okay, it's something you do, and you just go through the motions. But it's similar to maybe like a moving up day in school, in the sense that your children feel that they accomplished something. They hit a milestone. They grew. I'm now 7, like my cousin. I'm now 5. I can do this. And it really builds their self.
Your son is 8.
Yes.
How do you see the celebrations and the different things that you planned for him with the family and the friends and the classmates or even neighbors?
How do you see with everyone?
Yeah.
So like with mommy and MK, diba? Parang it's usual for us Filipinos to celebrate the first birthday and also the 7th birthday. But with our family, because 8 is my favorite number, would you guess? I actually moved the big celebration to 8 years old. So it's now 7. Right? So that's what's good about celebrating our family's milestone, because I know we have traditions, but as modern moms, as modern parents, we can actually create our own traditions ourselves. So in terms of the child development, we actually asked Bryce what he wants to perform. So it's like a milestone leading up to the day of the celebration. He practiced singing and dancing, diba? So parang we are actually teaching him parang remove na rin siguro the shyness of the child. So it's like a normal thing na, your friends and families will all be there. Might as well, if they gift you with their presence, might as well gift your talent and share it with them. And it's a beautiful thing, because Akala ko siya yung anak ko, but when we encouraged him to do that performance, it's like every day is a practice until it's the actual day. And it was just so fun because we asked the kids to join him dancing. And just because the celebrant isn't shy himself, all of the kids, the cousins, the classmates, yes, they danced on the stage. So it's just a beautiful thing for child development and social skills as well.
So wonderful. That marks your own tradition. I
Yes.
love how you shared that. Instead of 7, you want to do 8. And mommies, we can do that, right? We don't have to follow what our parents did before us. We can do the celebrations or celebrate your own milestone.
Milestone.
And I love also that you included his guests, right? So
They're so game.
he shared his talent. This was something that was very, he was encouraged to do. And then you include the guests, which brings me to my next question. When you're planning these celebrations, how important is it to you that the venue is inclusive, the menu is inclusive, the activities are inclusive? Because here at SMX, I've been planning celebrations, when you first moved. These are the types of things that moms, when they get together, also allergies, dietary restrictions, how much of when you plan for your kiddos too, do you consider it that sense? And what are some of the things that you have always top of mind?
So for my son, say is not that he doesn't have much restrictions. But I'd like to share one of the
Whenever you have a gathering like that, the list of suppliers that they can also provide, take these things into consideration. Maybe there's lights, you don't want strobe lights for kids with epilepsy, or you need accessible or even dietary restrictions. Jaycelle, you said you planned the 8-year-old. He's 8 now. So tapos now the party.
Last
This is celebration, so no, you're not stressed anymore. So, when you were planning that, what's something specific that you were also kind of mindful of? And MK put together the celebration for kids with special needs. So there's another need to be
There's
inclusive.
another level. Iba talaga pag mga mommies no? Parang the basic plus more pa yung pinakonsider. As for me naman, when I was planning the birthday, my first consideration really is what will make my child happy. So for example, talking about a venue, for example, FMX, the good thing about a venue like this is that it's a clean slate. You can definitely put your personal touch depending on the theme that you want to throw for your kiddo or for any milestone. And at the same time, convenience wise and accessibility. Kasi, for example, you're able to get another venue or another location. The problem there is how is the security? Diba? How is the safety of the building or the location? Parang that's one of the things that my husband and I decided na parang we have to make sure that it's safe. Kasi parang you are being accountable to a lot of lives, diba? A lot of your guests mo, ilan man yung i-invite mo. So you have to, mommies and dads have to make sure that the venue that you're going to book is aside dun sa mga mag-fulfill our wishes of how we want to dress it up. We want to make sure that the venue talaga is safe, accessible, and convenient for our guests, and not just for us, syempre yung mga suppliers din natin.
I'm sure our suppliers here are learning also as well. Yes, and I think they are. I've actually been to gatherings where there was a quiet room or a quiet area, right? And I think that's very important. Taking some of the bright lights into consideration, the music, so it's not so loud as well. Makes me happy as the executive director of Best Buddies. I want everybody to be included. I'm going to wrap this up with our last question, but I want everybody to have a chance to answer this. And Jaycelle, I'll start with you for this. What makes the celebration truly joyful for the children? And then the sub-question for that, though, is because we want our kids to have a good time, but we also have this vision. We have this vision of what we want and how we need to do it. And sometimes, admittedly, right, it can get lost, and the child is, not necessarily taken into consideration for everything, but we have this vision of what we want to do. How do you make it joyful for your son, as well as still keeping in mind with the vision that you have for the celebration?
Oo. Kasi actually talaga tayo moms ang merong vision. Yung kids, they just wanna have fun. I think the key word is compromise. I try to be mindful, really honing in on what my kid wanted for his birthday. Kasi he's big enough, he's old enough, so medyo may trip ka siya. He already knows what he wants. And then, parang literally instead of know your guest, parang know your child, know the celebrant, and really try to parang collaborate, teamwork on how you want your style collaborated with his idea of a birthday party. And basically, the importance, I think, of having a kid's party or really celebrating a milestone is like what Mommy Ronna and Mommy Ethel said about making core memories. And I think for me naman, it's also teaching my kid how to have values and gratitude in life. Because if there's a milestone that they're looking forward to and it's about them, it boosts their self-confidence and self-esteem. And at the same time, it's all a different feeling. Parang they're grateful, and at the same time they're excited, and then they will know how to celebrate milestones, how to prepare for that, etc., etc. So it's a combination of everything, but it's a beautiful, beautiful thing. So if we can, I really hope that each parent or each family will really celebrate every kid's milestone.
Yes, thank you for that. You tied it all together about the social, the emotional, and then of course taking into consideration what they like, your kid, and then providing that opportunity for them to be proud of that milestone, be proud. Ronna, how would you then
communicate with them every step of the way? Maybe not necessarily the nitty-gritty, maybe do you want to go in school? Or, pero ayoko siyang parang naulit-ulit. What I did is, I included my community, FHMOMS. During the time na nagpa-baby shower for the meeting, what I did is nagpa-fundraising kami, and then we went to what they call this, yung mga babies na naaban, doon na sila. We went there, and then nag-gift din kami sa kanila.
Together, right? We involve the children in the celebration. We ask what they would prefer. They're the most important person we're gonna collaborate with in planning this celebration. But beyond that, when we can leave the good stuff to the experts. So that's when we can go ahead and reserve the venue or partner or co-create with different vendors and suppliers that can make our life easier and really create the joyful core memories for our kiddos. Thank you, ladies. That's been wonderful. So if you want to tell everybody where they can follow you, MK.
Yes, you can follow me at MK Bertulfo. That's my username for all my social media. And please join Filipina Homebased Moms or FHMOMS. That is our community helping Filipina mothers land an online job or start a business.
Fantastic. And Ronna, tell us where everybody can follow more for smart parenting.
So please do visit our home. We're near the exit. You can get a cup of coffee and you can also sign up. If you're not yet part of Smart Parenting Village, it's a community of 107,000 Filipino moms and dads. We are also on YouTube. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. And of course, our website is Smart.
And Jaycelle, yes, for my personal socials, you can follow me at Jaycelle Playda. And then please be a member of SuperMoms Club as well by SM SuperMoms. So I think if you follow SM SuperMoms, you can see the QR code or the link to be a member of SuperMoms Club for more events like this.
Yes, you can go ahead and download the app,
Yes.
so you guys can get free access to these events. I'm Michelle Aventajado. I've been so pleased to be able to moderate with you. So you guys can go ahead and follow Best Buddies Philippines, both on Instagram and Facebook. On Instagram, our handle is best_PH if you have any questions about disability. So thanks again, and we'd like to thank, of course, SNX for having us. Thank you.
Thank you, SMS.
All right, there goes.
Thank you, ladies. Please do stay for a photo.
Right, thank you so much.
And remember, as you can see, di dahil Mondays kayo, papababayaan yung mga sarili nyo. Always stay pretty. Thank you. Ang importante talaga ang venue. Yun yung first thing na you will think kung saan gagawin ang mga parties.